Moving on, the Modi government has introduced new guidelines for the National Song Vande Mataram, giving it an established protocol similar to what's currently in place for the National Anthem. The new rules issued by the Ministry of Home Affairs makes it mandatory for the song to be sung at government events and schools. The mandate issued by the centre applies to several government events where the President or the Governor may be present. As per the new rules, all persons at an event must stand when Vande Mataram is played. And should there be an occasion when the national song and the national anthem are both played, then the national song will be played first. As per the new rule, a 3-minute, 10 seconds version of Vande Mataram must be played, which includes 6 stanzas in total. This also includes the 4 stanzas of the song that were dropped by the Congress in 1937. Any person who creates any disruption during the recitation of the national song, similar to the national anthem, could now face a 3-year jail term. So that's about the new guidelines. In its new rule book, the government has also made it mandatory for the national song to also be part of certain government events and has issued clear guidelines for them. Let's take a look at the guidelines that we are talking about. Number 1, it will be played on arrival of President at state events. Number 2, will be played before and after President's address, after the President and before the President addresses the nation. On arrival of Governor at state events, and it is going to be mandatory for all the events that we are stating here. When national flag is brought on parade, it will be mandatory to play the national song Vande Mataram. On the unfurling of the national flag as well, it would be mandatory to play Vande Mataram. When special orders are issued by the centre, once again, it will be mandatory. This was about when is it mandatory to play Vande Mataram. So what exactly has the government changed with the new rules that they have introduced? Let's also tell you more about that. There are now clear guidelines. Clearly defined protocol has been introduced by the centre through the guidelines. Formal rules akin to national anthem. The protocols that are followed for national anthem will be followed for the national song as well. It defines how the song must be played. It also sets a uniform practice for government events. Apart from that, all 6 stanzas given official recognition. It includes the 4 stanzas that were dropped in 1937. Now remember, the decision to drop 4 stanzas of Vande Mataram and recognize only the first 2 as the national song in 1950 has been the subject of a huge political debate. It was just 2 months ago when the Prime Minister called out the Congress in Parliament for truncating the national song.
मोहम्मद अली जिन्ना ने लखनऊ से 15 अक्टूबर 1937 को वंदे मातरम के विरुद्ध का नारा बुलंद किया। बजाय कि नेहरू जी मुस्लिम लीग के आधारहीन बयानों को तगड़ा जवाब देते, करारा जवाब देते, मुस्लिम लीग के बयानों की निंदा करते, लेकिन उल्टा हुआ। देश का दुर्भाग्य कि 26 अक्टूबर को कांग्रेस ने वंदे मातरम पर समझौता कर लिया। इतिहास इस बात का गवाह है कि कांग्रेस ने मुस्लिम लीग के सामने घुटने टेक दिए, वंदे मातरम के टुकड़े कर दिए। उस फैसले के पीछे नकाब ये पहना गया, चोला ये पहना गया। ये तो सामाजिक सद्भाव का काम है।
Remember, the Congress government had dropped 4 stanzas and recognized only the first 2 as the national song, as there were some groups that claimed that these 4 stanzas had communal undertones that may not be acceptable by all sections of the society. Let me in fact read out to you the English translation of some of the lines that had references to Hindu deities. These lines are now part of the national song, officially recognized by the government. Here are those stanzas that were removed and the English translation of them. You are the embodiment of strength. Let's change the plate. This stanza means you are the life force that resides in the body. Another stanza that was removed means you are Durga, the one who wields 10 divine weapons. And then 4th stanza means in English, you are Lakshmi seated upon the lotus. So there was objection on these stanzas. They were removed. They have now been, of course, officially recognized. This stanza here means you are Saraswati, the giver of knowledge, I bow to you. They were removed because some groups raised objection that these stanzas had communal undertones. However, the opposition has questioned Modi government's rationale behind the new guidelines. They are accusing the centre of trying to change India's history, while some have also linked it to the upcoming Bengal elections.
मैं समझता हूं कि पूरी व्यवस्था जो है ये सरकार तोड़ फोड़ के रखना चाहती है, क्योंकि आजादी की लड़ाई में इनकी कोई भूमिका नहीं रही है, तो ये कुंठा से ग्रसित होते हैं। नेशनल एंथम केवल हमारे राष्ट्र की बातें, पूरे विश्व में कहीं भी है तो नेशनल एंथम हमारे बजाए जाते हैं, लेकिन जब नेशनल एंथम बता तो प्रधानमंत्री जिसमें चलते हैं उनका अपमान करते हैं, बहुत बार से आपने देखा होगा, तो उनको इसकी गरिमा के बारे में समझता हूं कि बहुत उनका महत्व नहीं दे रहे हैं, इसलिए इस प्रकार की चीजें आ रही है।